All right. Episode 3. Episode 3 of the Evan Taylor Entertainment Podcast. Get right into it.
All right, our first article. The 2020 box office. It's at a 40-year low
Yeah, I could have told you that was coming.
for the revenue.
What else does it say? Revenue?
Yeah, due to the pandemic, thousands of cinemas in North America have been dark for the better part of 9 months, while those that have reopened are operating at dramatically reduced capacity.
Yeah.
And, dude, actually, last night, driving home from work, I go past the Regal. Dude, the lights are even dying there. Like, it was flickering on and
sad.
off. It looked like a horror movie, man.
It's sad.
Just, like, tumbleweeds blowing over the parking lot.
Yeah. I bet you half of them won't survive.
Yeah. I miss it.
Which sucks because especially Regal, where, we're in our area, like, my first ever fucking memory of going to movies as young as I can remember was going to Regal.
Yeah.
And
that's all we got, you know.
what the hell did I see? I forget what I saw. Chicken Little, probably.
Yeah, the sky is falling.
Yeah, Chicken Little. But yeah, what else does it say about that?
Mid-December is usually a launching pad for holiday blockbusters, but that isn't the case this year. Sorry, truck.
Fucking truck. Hope you crash.
That isn't the case this year as Hollywood and theater owners grapple with COVID-19 crisis. A virtual 9-month standstill in moviegoing.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of predictable. I mean, you're shut down this long or you're running half of what you were doing. I mean, it's...
Yeah, people don't want to be in a room for hours with others.
It's sad. There. Dude, I remember the last movie I saw when things were still normal. This is probably late last year or early. It was probably late 2019 or really early 2020. But I think I saw... Fuck. What was that damn movie called? I'll remember it. But yeah, I remember going to the movies for hopefully not the last time, and it probably won't be the last time. I think there's ways that they're going to be staying open, but this new shutdown, I don't think it's going to last as long as the old one did. At least here in Pennsylvania, I don't even know. What was it, like 3 weeks or something like that? 4 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be in the January, but
maybe after the holidays.
Probably after the holidays.
It says here, there's a movie Gal Gadot in China that begins rolling out theatrically in the markets December 16th and December 18th. So I guess in China they're kind of opening stuff back up.
The Invisible Man. That's what it was.
Oh, The Invisible Man.
Yeah, great movie. Good. It was it was like a thriller almost, and it had you really thinking. But yeah, that was the last movie I saw, and I'm glad because that was a great movie. So yeah, kind of predictable with the movie theater business. I hope it doesn't close, and it probably won't 100%. Once we bounce back from this, eventually we will. There's going to be, I think people are really probably going to go see movies. That's probably one of the first things somebody's going to want to do.
Yeah.
So
for now, we'll just stream and
and pirate,
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. It's bad. All right, what's the next one?
The next one is about Billy Joe Armstrong. He's talking about new Green Day music. He's been writing a lot. Their last album.
Great. I loved it.
Yeah, it was a great album. It didn't really get the credit it deserved, I don't think, but...
Yeah, but... Hold on, real quick. Matt,
Father of all.
Did you test both mics before we started?
Yep.
They're going good?
Yep, going good.
Okay, yeah, so, Green Day, people are so used to Dookie and American Idiot that anything that they put out, if it's not like those two albums, they hate it. They write it off. But if they put out the same album, then, we'd have to hear people bitch then, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, their last album, I really, really liked it. Meet Me on the Roof is probably my favorite song.
Yeah, it's just feel-good music kind of.
Yeah, great music. Green Day, as usual, just putting out really good fucking shit. But yeah, what does it say there?
Well, here's a quote from Billy Joe Armstrong. With the new stuff that I'm writing, he says, I don't know, a lot of it is kind of more self-deprecating and funny. Not that I'm doing a comedy record or anything. On one hand, it feels autobiographical and funny, but on the other, when you look at it, you can put a social commentary twist to it. So he's kind of just...
I trust him.
Yeah.
I just trust him. You know, he's at the point right now, and I'm a huge Green Day fan. I mean, I've been a fan of them for so long. You know, so anything that they do, I'm not even... to the point where I'm not critical. I know who they are, what we're dealing with.
We have a bias to him, kind of. That's how we started jamming, you know.
Yeah.
Evan and I.
Yeah, my old band that I played drums in, like we all wanted to be Green Day, you know, and we'd play these Green Day covers, and we were really, really good at them, and that was when it kind of, they're really special to me, and every album is special in its own way. But yeah, I thought that was interesting when I found that he's still doing shit, you know, even after he just put out the new album earlier this year.
Yeah.
You know, they're still going on. So that's good. That's really good for them, and I'm happy. And I don't think they're ever really going to struggle. I think the days of them struggling and whatever are long, long gone. They've really made their mark and their household name. So good for them. What's the next one? Oh, that's a good one.
Next up, Spotify employee accused of deleting Joe Rogan's Alex Jones interview.
All right. Hold on. We were talking about this last week about, you know, JRE and how there's a definite, at least I notice that there's a definite change. You know, he's basically in like corporate, if you will, now. That's what all his money buys you, and that's what all that money buys you, I should say. You know, before, and I said this before, like when he owned his show fully, there was no fucks given. He could have anybody he wanted on. He can say anything he wanted, or his guests can say anything he wanted with minimum fact checking. But with Spotify, you know, and especially with Alex Jones, I'm guessing they're talking about the podcast a couple of months ago or whatever, 2 months ago, with Alex Jones and Tim Dillon, which was great. I listened to the whole thing in like, you know, a couple of hours, and it was a really good podcast. But when Alex Jones was on the show before Joe Rogan moved over to Spotify, you know, Jones could kind of just say whatever the fuck he wanted with some truth. I mean, everything he said had some form of fucking legitimacy behind it. But now, on that episode, everything that Alex Jones said was under a fucking microscope, and they went through it with a fine-tooth comb, which they should. You know, because a guy like Alex Jones, love him or hate him, you know, he could influence a lot of people. So if he's wrong, they want to make sure of that. Plus, Alex leans more right. You know, he supports Trump, and then Spotify is I'm going to assume, and I really shouldn't assume, but any big company like that is usually going to be more liberal. So right there's a bias, but I think the headline is that an employee, I guess, apparently, I don't know if it's been proven yet, has, what does it say?
Yeah, it's the employee's accused of deleting the episode in October. But there is an update November 30th. Spotify denied any foul play in the deleted episode.
Oh, so this is older. Why the fuck did I choose this?
Well, no, it's still pretty recent. Like, it's still going on today.
For anybody who's read this already, I'm sorry. I thought this was more recent. But yeah, I think it's really, because I'm a huge fan of Joe Rogan, and Alex Jones is, I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but he's entertaining, and Tim Dillon is one of my favorite comedians. So that was I clicked on that video instantaneously, and I really thought it was good. But that's a shame. If it is true,
they're attributing it to a technical glitch.
okay. Well,
so maybe that's the case, but who knows?
if it's a glitch, then it is what it is. But that'd be a real shame, because that's not fair. That's not fair,
Yeah, it's not.
to Joe, to Alex, to the listeners. So
Yeah,
it's not fair.
even more recently, a group of activist employees from Spotify threatened to walk out if not given direct editorial.
See, like
of
right
the
there,
Joe
there's a
Rogan
bias,
podcast. So yeah, it says more as this develops, so it's still kind of going on.
All right. Well,
Figuring out.
if anything comes up, we'll just
Yeah,
talk
we'll
about
bring
it on
back
here.
up.
Talk about it on here for sure. But yeah, that's a real shame, man. You can't just be free.
Yeah, for
Sure.
sure.
which Joe was before. But when you're under the umbrella, I guess, of this big company who's notoriously liberal, you got to be you're going to get censored straight up, whether it's a little bit or a lot, or getting your videos deleted.
I'm gonna reset it real quick.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, we're back. Another glitch in the system, in the Matrix. Did you ever see the Matrix, Matt?
Oh yeah, man.
Great movie.
Keanu Reeves.
I was just getting into that recently. I went down like a rabbit hole on YouTube, started watching their clips. Good movie.
Yeah, man.
It's a little confusing. Probably because I haven't seen the whole movie, so I don't know the whole plot. So it's a little confusing, but like, what do they call those? The guys in the suits, how they just multiply?
Yeah.
And he's got to kick like 1,000 fucking asses in the one scene. But it's badass, man.
Red pill, blue pill.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's scary too, because in that
don't
scene,
know.
when they talk about robots taking over and all this shit, like, it's kind of fucking coming true.
Yeah.
It's kind of coming true with the AI.
foretelling.
It's scary,
For
like,
sure.
It was fucking scary. Like, I'm like, dude, this movie that came out in 1999, when none of the AI was really thought of, even to the point where we're at now, it's like, wow. It's fucking scary.
You just gotta watch your back, not let it get out of control.
No, yeah, obviously. Elon, watch it, Elon.
Watch it.
Watch it. The fate of the world is in your hands, Elon. Dude,
Good
I want to
old
get
Musk.
a Tesla soon.
That would be amazing.
Hopefully soon.
That would be amazing. man.
Yeah.
There's not too many chargers around here, though. So.
Superchargers. Yeah, like you can charge it at home, but the supercharger will
can.
charge it in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
is, I think there's one at the crossings.
There is, yep.
Yeah, or a couple, I should say.
So.
But dude, the Cybertruck. Have you seen the Cybertruck?
Yeah, did
It's
they
fucking
come out yet? Like,
no. Next year, I read next year they're either gonna start. I don't know. Start with production or start releasing them, and they're not that expensive. They're not. I looked it up. They're not as expensive as I thought they were gonna be.
it looks like a military vehicle.
Dude,
honestly.
it's sweet. I saw a video. Excuse me. On Facebook, they tied a fucking Cybertruck and an F-150 together
Yeah, I saw that.
from the tow hitch, and the Cybertruck pulled the F-150 uphill. It's
Dude.
insane.
Yeah, they look nuts.
Yeah. I would definitely buy one, but I'd rather buy like a Model 3 first. I'd rather buy a car first of them. But who texted me?
Lego has a mock-up for Tesla truck.
Lego?
Yeah, look, it's just a Lego brick.
Why?
I don't
It
know.
looks nothing like. And then
Just the same color.
I saw something too about them maybe doing like semi trucks, which is crazy. Look up the semi.
Whoa.
Look up the Tesla semi.
There's the police version of it.
Yeah, they're
Could
not
you
gonna-
imagine if police cars were like that?
Well, dude, the Model S goes 0 to 60 in like 1 point whatever seconds.
Damn.
That's fucking unheard of. That's unheard of.
You don't even have to drive it.
No, you don't.
Whoa, that's the semi truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyone at home, look up the semi-truck. I've never seen
Or
it before.
Tesla semi. I don't know even if it's in production, but that's basically like a, what do you call that, Matt? Like a
It looks like an L train.
yeah, sort of looks like a train. It's basically just a rumor. So I don't even know if they're gonna do it, but they probably will, because they're Tesla. Do whatever the fuck they want. Like take my money,
Yes.
which I'll gladly give. What were we on?
All right, shall we move on to the next article?
Yeah, what did we finish up? The JRE one?
Yep.
All right,
with
yeah,
Alex
let's go.
Jones.
Let's go to the next one. I thought this one was really, really a big eye opener of what's really going on.
Yeah,
Brad.
CBS News, this is breaking news. Cardi B asked fans if she should spend $88,000 on a purse.
88
After
fucking
backlash,
grand.
she offered to match charitable donations.
Okay, see the article I read a couple days ago. When is this article from, Matt?
This is from December 8th, 2020.
Okay, so it's sort of recent. The article I read was just saying that she went, I don't know if it was on Twitter or she did some sort of fucking thing, but asked her fans if she should buy a purse, a fucking purse, for $88K.
Direct quote from Cardi B. Should I spend $88K for this damn purse?
For this
That's
damn
the
fucking
tweet.
purse. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and Office Space. Did you ever see Office Space, Matt?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get those reports out. Anyways, yeah, 88 fucking grand on a purse. I mean, the backlash came from everybody, like, Cardi B's fucking ready to spend 88 grand on a purse, and then there's people out there who are laid off, who are barely making ends meet with the shutdown and all that, and she's focused on that. I totally get that, but then this new article says that apparently she asked some people who they're giving to and said, if you show me, that I'll match it. So that's a little bit more, that makes me a little bit more happy.
Yeah.
Because at least, I mean, she's making fuck tons of cash. So at least she'd be willing to help, but I don't know if she will or not. But that was ridiculous. 88 grand.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you can buy
I didn't even know it's possible for a purse.
a fucking purse. I don't know. What purse would go for 88 grand? Like a Gucci?
What would it be made of? That's the thing. Like
Drywall.
some sort of going extinct animal. Drywall.
This purse is made out of the skin
Of
a
Joe
T-Rex.
Biden.
Of a skin. No, of a T-Rex.
Yeah, T-Rex skin.
Yeah.
Found it frozen in the Arctic or something.
I don't know what purse would go for that. Gucci? Gucci.
Probably.
Yeah, probably Gucci.
That's the most high end, is it?
Yeah. Huh. Yes, I thought that was interesting, but it kind of made me a little bit more, I don't know, happy that she'd be willing to match anybody's donations.
Yeah, I mean, she claimed she did donate $2 million this year to different charities.
No, that's
so
good.
That's a good thing.
That's good. How much of that money, though? See, that's the thing with charities. You got to watch out for some of them, because the biggest name charities, like, if you read how much actually goes to the cause and and versus how much goes to running it and paying the CEO who's got a fucking yacht, it's like it's sad, because it would discourage somebody from giving to that charity.
Yeah, you don't know where it's going sometimes.
No, it's going to some fucking CEO who drives a Rolls Royce,
Yeah.
Any of those big name charities, man, you got to watch out and really do your research. But do your research, man, and give. If you have it, give to the charities, because
Yeah, we don't need that much money.
No.
If we can just spread it out a little bit, it'll really help this world.
And if you're looking to give away money, just give it to me. If you can't figure out who you want to give it to, just send it to me, and I'll distribute it for you. I'll distribute it for a car payment, rent. You know, I'll distribute that. Yeah, new drywall. Just give it to me. What's the next one?
So the next one, ex-Howard Stern employees reveal what radio personality is really like behind the scenes. So former employees of Howard Stern on Sirius are speaking out. Let's see what they...
It's not Sal, is it?
There's a few different... Here, I'll read one. Marcy Turk, Stern's chief operating officer, allegedly allowed the fundraising page to go up, but told Salem he couldn't use Stern's name or the... Oh, wait, hold on. Repston immediately... I don't know. Show Insider.
Doesn't say. Probably wouldn't say. Anyways.
Someone, Show Insider said that Stern is worse than Ellen DeGeneres, while another said employees are told not to look at him at work.
Not to look at him?
Yeah, I guess so. Fuck. A Show Insider, there's no names, you know. The hallway had to be cleared out before he walks in.
Wow.
Artie Lang. For the record, Scott never badmouthed Howard to me. Probably because he's afraid and classy. But I'm unafraid and classless, so I say. Shame on you, Howard. Ask yourself why all of your ex-loyal servants hate you. Huh.
Yeah, that's another one. I mean, just by hearing the guy talk,
there's got to be something going on in the background.
Yeah, dude, you're that big. Just like the whole Ellen thing. Like, you're that big. Like, you're on some sort of fucking power trip.
It's hard not to be, I guess.
Fuck yeah, dude. And what were we saying before? I was just talking to you about this, I think. But yeah, like the way, like, especially in the older days of Howard Stern, the like belittling of people, making fun of people, making girls take their clothes off in the studio, making fun of, I shouldn't say that. I should not say that word.
I mean, what's his name? Beetlejuice on there.
Yeah, Beetlejuice, Hank the Angry Dwarf.
Yeah, just making him do stuff like a circus almost.
And then they had a guy on there, they just named him Gary the Retard.
That's right.
I mean, it made for good entertainment. But yeah, like the belittling people relentlessly too. But that's what made him who he is. And, and those people knowingly went in there to do that.
Yeah, it's different. It is entertaining for sure, but absolute power corrupts absolutely.
How do you go into Howard Stern's studio and not know what you're probably gonna get into?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I could definitely imagine that he's probably hard to work with.
It happens to anyone in that position. I was listening actually to an interview with Jerry Garcia, and you think like Grateful Dead, like, oh, peace and love and all that. Mm-hmm. And he was saying like back in the day when they were really getting big and whatnot, like he would be just angry sometimes, Jerry Garcia, after shows.
Yeah.
And he was saying like the one day he threw their bassist Phil Lesh down like a flight of stairs.
Oh my god.
He was pissed after a show.
Fucking
And I was like,
acid
this
was
is
he on?
Grateful Dead. Yeah, he said he was like pretty high and whatnot at the time.
Yeah.
But
and then they go on stage and everything's peace and love, but then behind stage you're hitting people.
Yeah, that just shows behind the scenes when all this like recognition is there.
Now what?
It's hard.
Now what went on? I never really fully understood the whole Ellen thing. Could you look that up, or
yeah,
if you
I'll
know
look that up.
what happened with her?
I don't really know exactly.
I know she got some backlash for maybe how she treated somebody. I really don't know. I remember hearing about it, but not really looking into it.
Yeah.
Just look that up real quick.
From glamour.com. Ellen DeGeneres has built her public talk show reputation on kindness, dancing, and friendly celebrity interviews. but claims about a reportedly toxic workplace culture at the Ellen DeGeneres show
Yeah.
have led to an internal investigation. So yeah, kind of just like how Howard Stern was, I guess. A little toxic behind the scenes.
So just pushing the smaller people.
Yeah, maybe a little too
around.
much ego or something.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you watch that show and everything's all smiles and everything's like too good. Everything's going too well.
Not real almost.
Yeah. It's like those fucking TV shows about these families who have 18 kids. And this family acts like everybody's so interested in their fucking lives. And then you read an article 2 years later. One's got a heroin problem. One broke into a jewelry store. You know, one's working construction now. And it's like the whole fucking TV camera persona, like, it's so, like, contrived.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to tune in and see your fucking puppet-looking kids smile on TV.
Through the looking glass. You know?
Did you ever see those shows, Matt? Like Meet the Duggars and all that shit. It's like, I cannot stand it. Like, everybody's too perfect.
Makes you nauseous.
You know, everybody's pregnant. It makes me sick, and I want you all to be locked up immediately. Even if you haven't done anything wrong, I want you all to be locked up immediately.
Yeah, man.
I mean, fuck.
Yeah, someone from the show said that be kind bullshit only happens when the cameras are on. It's all for show.
Exactly. Yeah, with Ellen, with Howard. But the thing about Howard is I actually respect Howard, despite, I guess, him being a prick to work for.
Yeah, he is just real with
He
this
built
shit.
a fucking empire.
He's a New Jersey man, too. You know, he has that.
A fucking empire.
Yeah.
Ellen, never got into her. Like I said, everything's too like bright and proper. It's like too good. Same with those families on TV. You got 20 kids. What do you need 20 kids for? What do you need 20 kids? And now you want to adopt. Now you want to adopt somebody from France.
From France?
Yeah. Everybody looks like a puppet. I don't know. I'm going off, but yeah, I could see that with Howard. You know, with anybody. Ellen. I wonder what it's like to work for Jimmy Fallon. I wonder if he's a prick.
I don't know. Like, he
seems like a pretty chill guy. He laughs chill. A little too much.
He's definitely different. Yeah, he's easy to amuse, I think.
But he was on SNL years ago, like in the 90s.
And he would always break, man.
With Sandler and
Jim Carrey even was on when he was, right? For a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, Conan. I like Conan too.
Dude, Conan's awesome.
I think Conan, out of all the guys who like to push their agenda and their beliefs onto everybody else, especially Kimmel, cannot stand that fucking rat-faced prick.
No Kimmel.
Especially Kimmel. Especially Colbert or Cobalt or whatever.
Yeah.
Can't stand him either. But I think Conan out of all of them is the most like neutral.
Yeah, and he's been around for a while too. Conan.
Yeah,
like, he wrote for The Simpsons back in the day. Actually.
Yeah, and he's like all those guys like had a lot of really good bands on their shows back in the '90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if I take some of my favorite bands and look up performances from the '90s, it's Conan, it's Letterman, it's Jay Leno. You know.
Yes.
But yeah, Jay Leno's Garage, Matt. Did you ever see that?
Nah.
Dude, he's got like 3 or 4 big ass, literally airplane hangars. Whoa. With cars, filled with cars, dude. It's insane. It's unreal.
Hey, your Jay Leno car collection. Wow, dude.
Let me see that.
Yeah, he has like old.
Everything. Yeah, and that's just one building. That's just one corner.
That's nuts.
I saw a video on YouTube of Elon Musk and Jay Leno driving the Cybertruck, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He's like a Batmobile.
I wonder if he pays insurance on those cars. I mean, he must if he takes them out.
Yeah.
But the insurance alone for each and every one of those cars must be fucking god-awful.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few that just don't even see the road.
Fuck yeah, like a Model T.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine what it was like when, like, the time was around, like, when on the road, when there was that mixture, that transition between horse and buggy and Model Ts and shit. Like, could you imagine, like, when there was still horse and buggy, but every now and then you'd see a fucking car?
People were startled, probably.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you don't even hear about it through, like, there's no real...
Yeah, like, watch out, he's going 5 miles an hour, you
yeah.
know?
Probably looks like an alien ship of sorts.
Yeah. Watch out, he's going 5 miles an hour, and then Tesla goes 0 to 60 in 1 point whatever seconds. It's insane. Imagine going back in time. Imagine going back to, like, I don't know, Matt, look up when the first car was made. First ever car, what year? Imagine going back to this year, which whatever it would be. I don't know, 1910? I'm going to predict it's 1910.
It is 1886.
1886.
Or maybe even 85, the first automobile. The first stationary gasoline engine developed by Carl Benz. So that's
Mercedes.
Not even, yeah.
Dude,
I thought it was the first Ford car was made in 1903.
All right, so we'll take the difference of that. Imagine 1900. So cars are kind of a new thing yet, but horse and buggy are still pretty prominent. Imagine going back in time with a Model S, a brand new 21 Model S, and just going 0 to 60 in 1.5 seconds in front of everybody.
Yeah.
They just fall down like bowling pins. Everybody
funny.
Just start feigning.
That's funny because that's kind of like, honestly, a short amount of time to build up to these cars that go like that, you know?
And it's kind of like what we're going through now with, like, the electric cars. It's like, I bet you in 10 years...
It's all going to be...
You go from 2020 to 2030. I bet you the electric cars are going to rule the road.
I wouldn't doubt it. Because, dude, it's just getting faster and faster the way.
So, like, we're kind of in a period like that. Like, we're seeing it almost like as it was then. Like, obviously, it's no horse and buggy, but, like, motor cars transitioning into Teslas and the electric BMWs. I think they have electric BMWs. Toyota. All these things. It's like its own history. Like it's repeating itself. So yeah, that's insane, man.
Here's kind of a cool story about that first car by Carl Benz. He used an improved version without and took a long distance journey to his wife's house, Bertha Benz, in 1888. And without her knowing, he had 2 sons, and they embarked on the first long distance journey in automotive history in August in 1888. It included a few detours and took them from Mannheim to Pforzheim, I think that is. Her place Germany? Of birth. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, Germany. With this journey, it was 180 kilometers, including the return trip to Bertha Benz, demonstrated the practicality of the motor vehicle to the entire world. So he kind of just like surprised her, showed up on this vessel. This revolutionary thing.
Fuck.
And they divorced the day after.
Did they?
No, they didn't.
Oh.
But yeah.
That makes sense. Oh, you built this car? All right, I'm leaving you. Give me the car.
Yeah, so it kind of started with the Benz, man.
Mercedes. Damn, dude. That's it. That's all we got.
That's all we got today.
That's all we got. Yeah, so the wrap up, I guess, would be the box office, the hit that they're taking. Green Day's new music. The Spotify employee apparently, supposedly deleting the Alex Jones episode, which I thought was really interesting, but not surprising. Cardi B's purse. I'm just going to write a song and name it Cardi B's Purse. And then, yeah, the Howard Stern. That's it. I think that's it. Tired of sitting.
Yeah.
Should we end it?
Yep.
All right. We're out of here. Episode 3. This is getting easier and easier. I think we're just expanding on a lot more things in the first episode. So, yes, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and we're going to keep at it. I'm going to try to consistently release a new episode every month. No, not every month. Every week. Sorry. It'd be really boring. Just wait a month just for one episode.
It's coming.
We got new intro music and stuff, so yeah, we're expanding on it, so I'm really excited. So that's it. That's a wrap. See you guys later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.